remember the excitement of going off to college. I got to experience this in summer of 2021. I packed for my dorm, went off to orientation, and prepared for recruitment. As it so happened, I also received lots of advice, whether it was solicited or not. There was the generic advice of study hard and make new friends, which came from the older adults in my life. But I also got some interesting advice from some people about my age. They told me specifically, do not go off to college with a boyfriend. And college was a time to live your life, be free, and find out who you are. I didn't even have a boyfriend my senior year of high school, so that wasn't an issue for me. The fall semester came and went, and I followed the advice successfully. I didn't get a boyfriend, and I lived my life quite freely. But then the spring semester came around, and as it just so happened, I met a guy. Time went on, and by April we had grew very close. Close enough, he asked me to be his girlfriend, which meant becoming exclusive. It wasn't being in an exclusive relationship that I dreaded. It was the possibility of losing my freedom and my identity within the relationship itself. The advice I had been given went deeper than you might believe. My view on it was don't get into a relationship so you don't have someone keeping you from getting all of these college experiences. While college is about getting an education, it's also about having fun. You are only in your early 20s once, and I was bound and determined to make the best of it and not let a man get in the way of that. Boy, was I wrong. People in college are stressed. That's not a secret. So many factors are changing. Where you live, the people you see, and the level of freedom you have are all changing at the same time. You are expected to go into college at age 18 knowing what you want to do for the rest of your life. When you leave just 4 years later, people expect you to have a full-time job. In an article published by the Crimson White, according to the American Psychological Association, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 means little or no stress and 10 means a great deal of stress, people ages 18 to 33 are reporting an average of 5.4. That's actually above the national average. Besides professional stress, there's also personal stress. You want to always be involved in your friend group and go to the best parties. If you're like me, you want your relationship to work, but you don't want to miss out on those vital college experiences. You want to go to the bar, but you don't want your boyfriend to get mad about it. You want guys to come up and flirt with your friend group, but there's a line you can't cross. While all of this is going on, there are some people that find being in a relationship not stressful. In an article titled Romantic Relationships and the Physical and Mental Health of College Students, it was stated that in a sample of about 1,600 college students, individuals in committed relationships experience fewer mental health problems. If we look at it from this angle, being in a relationship gives you a constant. You have the same person to talk to go to for advice, and have a shoulder to cry on. In a world where things are constantly changing, this is someone you can depend on not to change. So how do you know that you're really ready for a relationship? Well, we can look at the self-expansion theory, which is a theory that maintains that people have relationships to grow and extend their own selves. You do not want to do this. The first year of college is usually when people choose to explore and expand their identities. This theory could explain why most people choose to enter a relationship during that first year. These people who don't know their true identities seek relationships to fill that void. In these circumstances, it goes without saying that the relationship is doomed from the start. Throughout this podcast, we have gone over the basic pros and cons of leaving for college in a relationship and without a significant other. While I left without a significant other and free of commitment, I ended up in a relationship towards the end of my freshman year. This is something I can recommend against doing. While I very much enjoyed the company of this man, I can say I felt restricted in my decision-making process. I couldn't fully enjoy every aspect of my freshman year, and I wasn't happy either. To know if you are ready for a relationship in college, there are several questions you have to ask yourself first. Do I truly know who I am, what my identity is? Why am I entering this relationship? What boundaries should I set? Maybe you are a person in a relationship already, and you have asked yourself these questions and no longer want to be in a relationship. There are several ways you can end a romantic relationship that we can dive into later. Thank you for listening and have a great day.